on from our recent video, Very Strange Jobs 1881, many of you have requested some more unusual jobs from back in the day.
Belly builder, the person who builds the main cavity or belly of a piano. Before being applied to the piano in this sense, the word belly was used as an unofficial term for the curved part of a violin.
Ale tester. What a great job! Also known as an ale cooner, their job was to test the ale and beer for quality. This job was first recorded in London way back in 1377. They were the forerunners for the Inspector of Weights and Measures.
Ankle beater. Ouch! This was the young person who helped drive the cattle to market.
Bacchus boy, that was the kitchen servant from back of the house.
Back of the house! Beaver, made felt used in hat making.
Bellow farmer, not what you think, a name for someone who's responsible for the care and maintenance of the church organ.
Bottom maker, moulded bottoms for saggers in the pottery industry.
What is a sagger?
Great question.
You're now going to find out.
A sagger is a ceramic box-like container used in the firing of pottery to enclose or protect ware being fired inside a kiln. A sagger's bottom sounds like a very nasty complaint. A bottom knocker is a sagger maker's assistant in the pottery.
I wondered how you were going to do that sentence because it's never tongue twister.
It's a tough one at this time in the day.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Bottom knocker, sagger maker's assistant in the pottery industry. A bottom knocker is a sagger maker's assistant in the pottery industry. Got a sheer look of panic in my eyes during that one.
Clapman, he was a town crier.
Sounds like he also had a nasty complaint. Bluffer, an innkeeper or landlord of a pub. Keeping in line with this, a boniface was also a word for an innkeeper. Here's an innkeeper, not so bony-faced.
Bloodman or bloodletter. No, not a vampire. A bloodman or bloodletter used leeches for letting blood, almost as scary as a vampire. This was thought to be a cure for many ailments.
Biddy. This is now a disparaging term used to mean an old, interfering woman, as in old biddy. It originated as the term of a female servant, usually from Ireland.
Bondager. Not what you think. This was in fact a female worker on a farm who was bonded to the farmer.
BADGY FIDDLER. I think you can be arrested for that. This was actually a boy trumpeter in the British Army.
Badger. A badger was a bagger of food. So he would take it from the dealer to another place to be sold. And I guess he must have used a bag.
Presumably. Backwasher. Not what you think. A backwasher was employed to clean the wool in the worsted cloth manufacturing industry. Worsted is in Norfolk, where we come from.
Bodger. Nowadays, a bodger is a slang term for somebody doing a careless job or somebody doing a job without using the correct tools. A bodger was in fact a craftsman who made wooden chair legs. This is a bodger's hut at Amberley Museum and Heritage Centre.
A botcher. Today, a botcher is a slang term for somebody who is clumsy or incompetent. Back in the day, it referred to a tailor or a cobbler.
Bathing machine proprietor. They owned and hired out the changing huts at the seaside during the Victorian and Edwardian eras. These were used for the strict code of etiquette for sea bathers. Men and women were usually segregated so that people of the opposite sex should not see them in their bathing suits. By the way, these were extremely modest by modern standards.
Bone picker. Collected rags and bones, aka a bone grubber, or rag and bone man. Traditionally, this was a task performed on foot, with the scavenged materials, which included rags, bones and various metals, kept in a small bag slung over the shoulder. Some rag and bone men used a cart. sometimes pulled by a horse or pony. These items were then sold on to merchants. A bunter is a female rag and bone collector.
Boot catcher, a servant at an inn who pulled off travellers' boots and cleaned them.
Brow girl, not quite so glamorous. A brow girl was a female employed at the pit head.
A broom dasher, a dealer in brooms. A broom squire is a broom maker.
Coal whipper, unloaded coal from ships using baskets attached to a simple form of crane. Talking of whippers, a dog whipper was someone who drove wild dogs away from a village.
Coal porter or coal porteur.
Ooh, fancy French accent for that one.
Oui. This means a travelling Bible or religious book salesman.
What do you think your job would be from the past? Let us know in the comments section below. For this project, we visited the website Random Acts of Genealogical Kindness, which is a volunteer organisation helping others research their family history.
Thank you for watching this video. We'd very much appreciate it if you give us a like and subscribe to us on YouTube.